Visual people. They want to see your writing and then they want to see an image. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a picture of yourself all the time. It doesn't have to be selfies. But you can create pictures through different apps on your phone. It doesn't take anything to download these apps. For most of the times they're free. Okay, you can download an MEME map, app, MEME, memes or memes, however they pronounce them here. You can download an app for free to create memes. You can download an app for free to create little display pictures. They call them DPs, display pictures. It's free, absolutely free to download apps to create display pictures. So you want to say something. Let's say I want to say love is selfless, okay? Instead of just tweeting love is selfless, what would I do? I would go into my phone and I would create a picture and I would get a heart and I would put true love is selfless love. Okay, it's not a big deal. It's not a big concept. In fact, every one of us knows this. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Love does not seek its own interest, right? It's biblical. But all I'm doing is I'm taking the Bible and I'm interpreting it for the next generation. I'm just writing it in their language. I'm just taking something that I know is scripture. I'm not saying it in the these and the thous, but I'm saying it in what a teenager would be interested in hearing. And I'm saying that love is selfless. Okay, simple. Or true love cares more for others than for themselves. Or something. True love. You just find what they're interested in. Create a little picture. Post it. And you'll be surprised when you use hashtags and you do it in a way that has some level of creativity and interest in the lives of the people. You'll be surprised that you're able to create an impact on social media in a very short period of time. Okay? So how does your social media grow? It grows by likes. It grows by retweeting, regranting, sharing. Okay? It grows by people seeing your content and sharing your content with other people. It grows by people clicking like. Do you know the more people who click like on your picture, the more people who click like on your post, the more that Facebook or Instagram is going to take your post and push it to the front of their timelines. So there's an algorithm inside the social media world, that inside the social media world, if I click like on Reverend Humphrey's picture, okay, suddenly Facebook knows that Reverend Humphrey and I have a connection. And so it's going to start showing me Reverend Humphrey's content, at least for the first couple of weeks. If I don't click like on another one of his pictures, I'm going to stop seeing his pictures. Or if he doesn't post anything else, he's going to start becoming less and less important in my world. Do you show up in the rooms of your teenagers every day? They open their social media before they open their Bible. They pick up their phone and they look at their Instagram. They look at their Snapchat before they look at their Bible. In fact, many of them don't look at their Bibles anymore. They're reading their devotionals on social media. Do you know my Laurie Praise has become a massive devotional for people? When I don't post a Laurie Praise between a Monday and a Friday, I get inbox messages. Where's your prayer for today? I need your prayer for today. I look forward to your prayer. I read your prayers every day. It's become some people's daily devotional. People don't look at the Bible anymore. Teenagers aren't looking at the Bible to study. They're looking at social media. So what are you putting out there as content for the young people? It's time that we build our interest in them at the place where they are, which is in that social media platform. So I could go on and on about what I did to build my social media, but I'm not trying to talk about myself per se. I'm trying to talk about Agape Force. Agape Force needs to be in that environment. We need to be on that platform. We need to be the voice for teenagers in Nigeria. We need to be the place that teenagers go to for answers on social media. We need to create an environment and a platform for teenagers to feel safe sharing their problems, for them to feel safe sharing their issues, for them to feel safe saying, I'm struggling with this or I'm struggling with that, how do I get through it? Just this week, I had 2 people write to me on social media that they wanted to kill themselves. 2 in 1 week. 2. I had another person tell me how she's pregnant and she's not married. Do you know I find out about the members of my church on social media? The member of my church that won't come up to me and talk to me on a Sunday morning will send me a direct private message on social media and say, this is what's going on in my life. Because that's where they are. So if you're not there and they need to reach out to somebody, who are they going to reach out to? You're no longer pastoring them because you're not where they are. They're not in the church. They're on their phones. So you have to be on their phones. So that's my advice to all of us this evening for the Agape Force. I'm proud of what you guys are doing. I'm proud of Reverend Akan. I'm proud of the work that you're doing in your various zones. And I believe that God's going to give us the strength to have a stronger influence this year. This is our year where we're being empowered to do exploits. And we are empowered with the ability to be on these platforms to make an impact in their lives. So I just want to encourage you to allow God to use you. Open up your heart and open up your mind. You do not have to be a technical person to do it. It has very little to do with technology and very much to do with your interest in people's lives. I'm not a technology person. In fact, I can't even tell you how to download an app on my phone. I can't tell you how to do most things. But I care about people, so I got to where the people are. It also helps bring you into make you relatable and accessible. And as a leader, if you're not accessible to teenagers, I don't know why you're leading teenagers. Because teenagers need an accessible leader. So this is the way you can make yourself accessible to them. You have to be where they are. So I encourage you to all open up your own accounts. When I say accounts, I don't mean bank accounts, I mean social media accounts. Open up your Snapchat, open up your Instagram, open up a Twitter, open up, and make yourself easy to find. If I can just advise us on that. When you're creating your account, call yourself Agape Force. Okay, you can create one you should have one personally, you should also have one professionally, okay? So I want to put it out there for Reverend Akan to create a singular format for creating our social media accounts. Since it sounds like we don't have them now. Actually, I know we don't because I've searched for you guys. I've searched for Agape Force, and it's very, very few. There's a few on Facebook, but there's like none on Twitter. I think there's like 3 on Instagram. Hard to find, very hard to find Agape Force. Okay, and we're a big organization, very big organization. So we need to be where we can be found. We need to be where the people are. So my suggestion to us would be to create our names like Agape Force Rivers, Agape Force Bayelsa, Agape Force Benin, Agape Force Benin Zone 1, Agape Force Benin, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, make yourself easy to find so that you're easy to tag, so you're easy to connect with, and I believe that's going to help build our infrastructure of interest in people's lives and let the young people know that we really do care about them and we love them and we want to be where they are. So that's my topic for this evening. I just want to pray for you real quick that God's going to give you the grace. I'm sorry I didn't